Gardening. Types of gardens, the language of flowers, and then a preamble to cupcakes.
Okay.
So, as of course, our icebreaker. This week is, what is your favorite dessert?
Oh my God.
And I think today my favorite dessert is cannolis. I'm feeling cannolis today.
And gotta have chocolate chips in it.
Yes.
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 There's a place in Newtown. There's a place in Newtown. If you get off exit 10
Okay.
and go up a little ways, there is like a little deli thing. They have lots of cannolis.
I have to go check it out.
You gotta check it out. My son likes chocolate ones inside.
What's your favorite dessert?
I can't eat dessert. I have sugar. But I do steal once in a while.
What would you steal, Alice?
Cake.
Okay.
That you have.
Classic. Okay. What about you?
I like rainbow cake.
Oh.
My mom loves that.
Yeah.
I like brownies with ice cream and fudge on it.
The hot fudge.
Sounds good.
It's gotta be hot.
I know,
Right?
right?
It's gotta be hot
Oh my
fudge.
God.
Now I want one of each.
I'm very generalized. Anything has chocolate.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. I like
Yeah.
chocolate.
I'll go with anything with sugar and
Yeah.
frosting. I'm really not fussy.
Anything. Just
My neighbor friend is a baker and
Yeah, I put it
So-
over into her.
yeah.
That's
So-
why she's not here today.
Yeah. But because we live across the street, I'm like one of her official tasters. So yeah, I'll just take it.
We all like.
that's so nice.
It is, yeah.
I'm probably right now, today, I love it all. I'm dying to hear what Carolyn has to say because she loves it all. But today I'll just say creme brulee.
Mm.
Hey, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's nice.
I've been on a mission to find a good one.
Janet, you should tell her what you did with the butterflies.
Oh, so we needed something for the bake sale, which was a couple of weeks ago here at the Senior Center. So I'm looking in my pantry, I'm like, oh, I want to use up here. And I had some melting chocolate. And then I saw the most cute design, which I don't think mine turned out as cute. If you melted the chocolate and put it in a piping bag, I piped out the butterfly wings with the chocolate. And then I
It
had
was
to go
cute.
to Michael's
And
and
they
buy
all
the
sold
orange
too.
and fill in with the orange.
Monarch butterflies.
And then a few little sprinkles for like the little spots on the butterfly.
Uh-huh.
And then
cute.
I just did the two wings on top of the cup.
It was
and
cute.
I had to do the antennas too.
Oh yes,
Yes.
yep, yep.
That was cute.
So yeah.
You guys are making me hungry.
I know.
All right, Carolyn. She's gonna have a laundry list.
Well, no, I like key lime pie. That's my favorite.
Come on,
That's what my dad
Carolyn.
likes.
Yeah.
Lemon
You,
bread.
you got the best
Yeah.
desserts ever.
Okay. Anyway, on to
Rude.
the
My
garden.
favorite's gelato.
I was
But
just gonna say.
anyway,
Yeah.
continue, I guess.
What flavor gelato?
I don't know. I like the if you go to Stop and Shop, they've got like pint size ones
Mm-hmm.
from Talenti.
Mm-hmm.
I like those ones.
Okay. So, our first topic, the different types of gardens.
Oh, look at that one.
Gorgeous.
Yes. I don't know where that is. I wish I could tell you, but it was just a picture I found.
Beautiful.
That looks like a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Looks just like ours.
So here's a brief
Mine is- oh my God.
timeline of gardening. I didn't do every year or anything, but as we know, it starts with our nomadic ancestors kind of settling down and starting to grow food. And then one that I found cool, there's like a whole website that goes through all of it, but it's like, it is kind of boring, but it's interesting. So skip a whole bunch of years. In the 1700s, roses are brought from China to Europe. And that was interesting because I didn't, like, I knew that, you know, roses don't grow everywhere, but it never occurred to me that they had to sail across the ocean to get to us. So that's kind of cool. So, yeah. Anyway, on to the cool stuff. So, one website I read made an interesting point. So, gardening is not only a hobby, it's an art form. So, they're like, gardens are a form of self-expression. So, like, what we find beautiful or important, it reflects our lifestyles and, like, our needs. And so, yeah. So So there's memory gardens, vegetable gardens, rock gardens, meditation gardens, all sorts of stuff. And it's pretty much like the sky's the limit with gardening. So
What's a memory garden?
I wasn't sure. I thought that it was like trying to help your memory, but I think it's more of like a memorial garden
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
for like memory of like in someone or of something. So yeah, those are fun. So some of the popular types of gardens you can have at your home are container gardens, which are great for when you have limited space.
Yeah.
And also for those of us who don't want to weed as often, it allows for a lot of creativity and design. You can go vertical, horizontal. You could have it like half of it in one place and half of it in another. And they're similar to raised beds, so it can be less intensive way to garden, so it's more laid back, and you can just have your single plants all together. So those are up here. I thought this one was cool. Because I'm going to college next year, and I was trying to figure out, like, oh, could I bring any plants with me? So maybe I'll bring something like that, like a small vertical
Mm-hmm.
moment.
We could give you some flowers.
Oh,
When you go to college,
Sure,
just
sure.
meet us here and we'll give you some.
I have about salads.
That's a start your garden.
my little. If I can find a way to do it that it won't get everywhere, my roommate won't hate me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll come to you guys. So butterfly gardens you were talking about. So these are gardens full of plants that butterflies and other pollinators love. And so the gardens are not only beautiful and full of flowers, they play an important role in providing butterflies with habitat and food on their migration journeys all throughout the country. So these are great. We were just talking about them.
Don't forget the bees.
Yes. Very important.
Did you know a bumblebee is the only bee that pollinates tomato plants?
I did it.
No, a lot of people shoot them away. They're not gonna have no tomatoes if they don't let the bumblebee pollinate it. I learned that from somebody. Because they said, oh, owls don't kill it. It's the only bumblebee, the only bee that pollinates tomato plants.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
Not
knew
we'll
that
have to
the
pay
bees
attention.
did. I didn't know it was
Yes.
only the bumblebees.
yeah. I had a lot of them on my bushes today. The blossoms, he's going all over. He's busy. He's pollinating all the tomato plants.
yeah, they love the bee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And then our last one, fruits and vegetables and herbs are kitchen gardens. This is one of my favorite types of gardens because I love to eat. And it's rewarding to plant it and then get to eat it because you feel accomplished. So these are like herbs and then some squashes I think over here. I don't know, what type of gardens do you guys have at home?
But I have vegetables. Vegetables and flowers and bushes for the butterflies.
Nice.
And I water them when they come flower. I water early in the morning so they get water.
Oh, so it's like a double whammy kind
Mm-hmm.
of. Food
Yeah.
and water.
Well, they gotta have water somewhere.
That's nice.
I have 7 bushes. All colors. It's really pretty. And I get a lot of monarch ones. Once a year, I get a swallowtail. She's
Oh.
yellow and black and has 2 tails.
Oh, really?
She comes and then I don't see her no more.
I haven't seen any.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're not out yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen
It's
that
just so
many.
rare.
Though swallowtail is really beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
they
big
are.
too. The body of it is big. And I try not to fly it away because I just want to look at him. Then he goes away, I don't see him.
So a couple years ago, when we had that big storm with the A-line winds, we lost 9 trees. So it's our back porch, and then it's a hill that goes up to Dick Fen. So we lost 9 trees, and we had this big, huge hole
Oh,
in, just emptiness that was all covered before. So I've been gathering plants I get for free or discount because, the deer come by all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
And slowly we've been building a little garden in the back, but it's basically a butterfly. We have tons of bees. We have vegetables. We have flowers. We have bushes. So it's just for a little bit of anything, but I call it my Monet garden because it looks like a Monet picture. It's just sort of a lot of 12 flowers and just various colors, and yes, the weeds are in there, but eventually they'll be gone because we have so many flowers.
And you know what, too? My tomato plants, I don't weed it.
Oh.
Someone told me the weed, if the grass gets high near it, it's a shade for the tomato plants, so don't wilt in the hot sun. Just leave the grass growing near the tomato plants, and you'll see the difference. Because I had some look like they were dying. I said, that's it, I'm letting the weeds grow. And now they're really high. It's got tomatoes on it, but the grass helps it.
So it worked.
It gives it a shade.
Right, it shades
For the
the dirt from drying out.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah,
It's
like
really
tomatoes
something-
have like shallow roots.
Yeah.
yeah,
You can put the
it
grass
doesn't.
cuttings
But
probably.
somebody
Right,
down this
yeah.
garden, I just looked at.
Oh, we put hay on ours.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you look at the garden down here today?
No, I
Well,
haven't.
somebody cut down all their bottom leaves.
Yes,
Did you see that?
Yeah, because
you're
I-
supposed to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can-
I don't do that
They're
tonight.
Drains from the plant.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that what it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I learned something then.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because I'm gonna go home and do my tomato. It's the same way.
Now, I
Gotta
have
start
a
trimming 'em.
strawberry patch, I have mini rose bushes, I have a color for each one of my kids and my grandkids and my friends. And I
Aw.
have
Did you say
vegetables.
raspberry patch?
Strawberry.
I have raspberries.
I meant strawberry and mini
Yes.
roses and vegetable garden.
I'm raising it myself, and I have to put a deer netting on it because that's the first thing they're gonna do is eat it. So
Oh, yeah.
you won't have raspberries.
We
I
have
have like
blueberry
7
bushes, too.
bushes.
Blueberry.
But we don't get any.
Oh.
I mean, the plant does. We don't get any.
Oh.
The chipmunks will crawl up and
Oh,
they start
those are
taking them, and
rascals.
Oh,
So-
I know.
but it's a lot of fun to watch.
They wish they were birds.
Yeah, they're worse
I
than
know
the birds.
something dug up your front garden and.
There's holes everywhere
That's a
down
mold.
here where
No,
I was
that's-
working.
yes,
That's a mold.
that's
In the
a-
flower bed
Yeah.
for the seniors.
Yeah.
Skunks,
There's
squirrels.
woodchuck holes too.
Ooh.
But they had
Yeah,
babies.
They're burrow,
They
yeah.
had babies. They
Yeah.
had 4 little babies.
Oh boy.
Here?
Yeah. Kathy's got a picture of them.
So we have tomatoes, a whole tomato garden up top, and we just bought zucchini. We have these things called city pickers. They can roll back and forth on your deck, and I have herbs in them. I have beets. I have a lot of beets this year. So I had planted seeds, and all of them came in. I thought after 2 years they wouldn't come up, but they all came up.
Oh, nice.
She's busy.
Yeah, between the two, if he loves it, I love it. So we keep that. Yeah. So.
It's good exercise.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So some of the other types of gardening that I found was organic gardening. So organic gardening has gained a lot of popularity in the last 10 years or so. And so these gardens are created and kept using organic alternatives to pesticides and herbicides, as well as the chemical fertilizers and seeds. So this greener way to garden can be fun and extend your garden into kind of other projects that you do besides just working on the
I have a
actual garden.
compost.
Yeah.
I use all the things that I peel. Apple peels,
Yeah.
potato peels, and it's been there for 10 years. And if I want to use it, I go to the bottom of it. It's all
Oh,
dark
yeah.
dirt. It's really good.
Mm.
That's what people should do, have a compost.
That's
It's
what we
black
have.
gold.
Yeah, do you
We
have
the
one?
roller kind of.
Yeah,
roller. You
it's
put
really
stuff in
worth
the
it.
roller, they do it.
You just leave them in there, Alice, or do you
Yeah,
put other?
there's just add to it. I have a
Add
fence
leaves.
around it and just keep adding leaves and
Leaves and
everything.
grass clippings
Anything
and-
you want. And then
You
at
could
the,
put paper too.
I've had, like
but
I
not the
said,
shiny.
10 years I
that's
had
shiny.
mine.
10
10 years. And when I get to the bottom of it, all the nice dark dirt comes out.
Yeah.
And I use it for all my geraniums. I have a lot of geraniums.
They must grow really well.
They're beautiful, yes, yes.
All the
they're
nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
We use chicken fertilizer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, chicken's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
chicken
chicken's
is
very
good.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
I have a
14.
lot of
We have
chicken.
14.
Wow. There's a fox around us.
You can tell we're gardeners, right?
yeah, it's
Do you live on
it's refreshing.
Yes.
We're off of Fleetwood, we're in Galloping Hill.
Oh, you are. Okay.
So, but yeah, there
I
is a
know
fox. She
this.
comes through the yard 3 or 4 times a day.
Yes.
She doesn't bother them.
We have
She
a
goes
fox
after
was
the-
down there,
the,
Union Savings
the
yesterday.
turkey.
Oh, does she?
I was
Oh,
through the
baby.
ATM machine, here comes a
she'll
big,
do
big
that.
fox. Oh, he was
But yeah, we
beautiful.
see her.
He
She
was
catches
smelling
the
everywhere,
squirrels and
trying
the
to find
chipmunks,
something to
so-
eat.
That's good.
I just
And
went
she
to
brings them
McDonald's,
up
I
to
should
her
have saved him.
babies.
Well, I know wood ash is good to put on the leaves.
Yes,
And
wood ashes,
the
yeah.
bugs don't like the smell, and when it falls to the ground, it fertilizes the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also Googled natural weed killer rather than using spray
I heard
pesticide.
vinegar is good against
And baking soda.
yeah.
Baking soda's good for
Yeah.
roses.
Okay.
Coffee grinds are good for your tomato plants too.
And eggshells too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I
good
put that in.
nutrients.
And for
Yeah.
the worms.
Yes.
They love the pumpkins.
Yeah, we put that in the compost, but I put it in the grass because it's supposed to get rid of the baby bugs or baby flies when it's wet.
Mm,
They're eggs, so they don't like that egg.
the larva.
The coffee,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well,
But
that's
I
interesting.
was, I'll put it in. That's a good idea to put it
If I
in
name
the
the
Tomato
tomatoes.
plants, yeah.
Water gardens. So they're often known as like aquatic gardens because they're more about like aquatic plants. That's why you would have one. So you could have like fish, but they're definitely more challenging to upkeep because you have to make the pond and make sure it's clean and
Like up there, I've got some fish in there.
Even how you care for them in the winter.
yeah,
Yeah, what do they
more
do
of
in
a
the winter?
tropical
Mm-hmm.
sort of garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I would have one or anyone here. Unless you maybe have like a greenhouse over there.
Mm-hmm.
But some other cool types of gardens are the more traditional and like cultural themed gardens. So some of the most well known are like the English gardens up here, which traditionally they're focused on flowers like the bulbs and the textured or manicured shrubs. And so it could be really formal and like rigid like at the palaces, or it could be more of a cottage style. Which I like the cottage style. I think it looks so nice. But so then there's the Mediterranean garden. So this focuses on olive trees, figs, grapes, kind of the Mediterranean plants. And so they're very hardy and self-sufficient in this sort of design. They don't require a lot of care.
Wow, I like that.
They still look very nice. Those are the middle pictures.
Okay.
And then I think one of the most famous is the Japanese garden. I feel like
Yeah.
whenever you look up like cultural gardens, you always see the Japanese like meditation sort of gardens.
The bonsai plant.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I watched a time lapse video and it was somebody growing a bonsai tree. It was over like 3 years, and they would like clip it. It was really cool to
Yeah,
watch.
pretty.
But yeah, so like typical Japanese gardens they usually have like a water feature, bordered by a lot of flowers, the alzias and the rhododendrons. I don't know. Those are the pink ones.
Azaleas.
Azaleas.
Oh, azaleas. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh yeah. Mosses and ferns are also very big. Let's see.
I have lots of ferns. But they're
Yeah,
not
Japanese
growing where
garden.
I want them to. They're growing in a wall, a stone wall.
Oh.
It's like a border. They keep growing and growing. Some are soft and some are like, they're roughage, but the
Okay.
soft ones I keep.
The soft ones are probably nice,
It's
right?
it looks nice in the garden, yeah. I don't know if anybody here, do they like hosta?
Yeah, I have a lot of pasta.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
I have it from the road and it goes all the way down to the tree, but I have, every other one is green and white, and then it's green.
The variegated.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It
And I
makes a
have
nice
lights
border.
in it. I put lights inside,
Mm.
inside
so
the
they're
hosta.
like,
Yeah, so
Oh,
lights
it's
at
all
night.
like-
Ah.
Looks pretty, yeah,
Very
looks
pretty.
nice.
oh, and this is probably.
It's a lot of work
actually-
to a garden, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I could be out there all day.
Mm.
But it's
You always
so
find
rewarding.
something to
Yeah.
do. You always find
Yeah.
something to do home, yeah.
Make it nice.
Mhm.
Oh, I love that. Okay, the language of flowers.
Mm.
This is, I think, this is cool. So I'm curious. Have you
Oh, I don't know.
ever
Those are pretty. Are
said
those
someone-
campanulas? They look like my flowers, don't they?
They do.
I don't know, they're kind
They're-
of flatter when they open, but when they're not quite fully open, they
Yeah,
still look
they're
good.
pretty.
But when they're all the way open, it looks, I don't know.
Like a rose.
Yeah.
Some kind, yeah.
I've never seen that color rose.
I don't know, I've never seen that color either, but it's
So
pretty.
mine there is say rose, and then
Yeah.
look at them on the stalks here, the buds.
Yeah.
You know, those are definitely not a rose. A rose is more woody, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I found this cool TED Talk. Oh, here we go. About the language of flowers, because I thought instead of me telling you, I should let an expert. So that was
Wow,
like
that's
half the
very
TED
nice.
Talk.
Thank you.
Of course, yeah, and then the rest it kind of just talks about more of the history, and then she does like a little like radio show segment where it's like people call in and they're like, oh, this happened, what flowers should I send? It's cute, but and then our preamble to the cupcakes, and that's just we're gonna go decorate cupcakes.
Okay.
So we are.
Yes.
You should open up a nursery.
Oh.
Go to college and open up yourself a nursery.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe. Well,
Yeah,
I'm going to UConn, and I think they do have greenhouses. So
yeah,
I'm thinking maybe they have like a club I can join.
I'm sure they do,
yeah, and learn all about it, and then I'll open up a good nursery.
Yeah,
And
I'll
then
come
you can
back.
I'll help
volunteer at a lot of the gardens, like the historical gardens. They're always looking for volunteers to help, you know.
Oh, really?
You don't get the glamour jobs, you know, you just
Oh, no,
Yeah, but the historic gardens are, you know, most of the historic homes in Connecticut have the gardens associated with them. We did a whole tour, my husband and I. If you visited them all, you could get some stationery. So we were in it for the stationery. But the gardens are beautiful, and I could give you a list of the ones, but
Yeah, that would be
yeah,
great.
you should look into that.
Maybe I could
Because they're always looking for help, and you might get started with weeding, and then you'll end up, you know,
doing like the nice stuff.
learning so much more.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So
I
let's
know.
go get those
Yeah,
cupcakes.
our
going.
teacher's waiting for us.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.